Hey guys, I'm Pixel Dan, and this is a review of the new Predator Thermal Vision Dutch from NECA Toys. Series 11 of NECA's Predator line is giving us some more incredibly cool figures to add to the lineup, and among them is a new variant of Dutch that I am incredibly excited about. So let's check him out. As you can see, he comes on the same style blister card packaging that we've seen for the new Predator line here, featuring a cool image of Thermal Vision Dutch down there at the bottom, along with the first movie Predator logo. And then the back of that packaging just gives you some information on that character, and also shows you all three figures available in Series 11. So Thermal Vision Dutch is essentially just the same Jungle Patrol Dutch we've already received in the NECA Predator lineup. But what makes him so special is that he's meant to look the way Predator saw him with his thermal vision. It's a really funky concept for an action figure, but it totally works here. As you can see, the entire figure is done in a translucent bright green plastic. And then the paint job on the front is a mixture of bright yellows and pinks, which is meant to look like the different heat signatures that Predator saw on Arnold here in the film. It's a really cool looking action figure, I must say, but everything about the cool Jungle Predator Dutch still applies here and makes this figure just as cool, meaning the sculpt is exactly the same. So even though it's hard to tell in the video here because of that translucent green plastic and the bright funky colors on the front, but all of that likeness and everything is still there in the sculpt, so it's really nicely done. The figure itself still feels very solid and made of a very high quality, and features all of the same articulation that we saw before. The head's on a nice ball joint there, so you can rotate it all the way around, up and down, left and right. You got ball joints at the shoulders there, swivels just above the elbow, a standard joint at the elbow, and nice ball joints at the wrist there, so you can rotate it all the way around. You got a great ball joint there in the torso, so it can roll all the way around, as well as a swivel in the waist. Great ball joints at the thighs, so the legs can go outwards, forwards, and backwards. Swivel at the knee joint, standard joint at the knee, and then you've got great up and down movement at the ankles, as well as nice rockers at the ankles. So you've got an amazing amount of articulation on this guy. Now the vest and the belt that he's wearing are both separate pieces from the figure, so they're made of a bit of a softer, more rubbery type of plastic there. Also hanging off the belt, he does have two different holsters which will hold his accessories. On the left-hand side, you can see he's got a nice sheath with a little knife in it, and the knife, of course, is made of that same translucent green plastic, and can be held in either one of his hands just fine, though it is a bit of a loose grip. And then in his right holster is a little handgun, and that can also be held in either one of his hands, though it does seem to work best in his right hand because he's got a more prominent trigger finger, which will easily position right on the trigger of the gun. And of course, he's also equipped with his larger machine gun. It's also made of that same translucent green plastic, and it can be held in his right hand perfectly with that trigger finger, and his left hand even places perfectly on the front of it, so you can get some really great two-handed poses of him walking through the jungle or firing off at the Predator, and there's even a strap on there so you can hang it off of his shoulder. So there you go, guys. There's a look at the brand new Thermal Vision Dutch from NECA's Predator line. Now this is nothing more than just a repaint of an already existing figure, and sure, it may not be for everybody, but let me say that this is an incredibly fun repaint of an existing action figure. Now I know that I am a little partial to translucent toys. I love clear figures like this. Something about them just looks special to me. And I think that doing a Thermal Vision Dutch like this was just a really cool way to use the same tooling for an already existing figure. Thermal Vision Dutch, along with the rest of Predator Series 11, are already starting to hit store shelves right now, so happy hunting, and until next time.